Daniel asks, what are some good excuses to push back deadlines? My current employer never allows them to be pushed. I think, I mean, that's weird that your boss never allows deadlines to be pushed. It's kind of like if you go to a restaurant and your food is taking longer than expected, like it's like saying like, no, bring it to me raw right now as it is. You know, it's kind of like that mentality. But what are you going to do? Right? Like, I'm not your boss, and I'm not telling you to fight your boss. The best way to push back deadlines is just to get sick, dude. Like, just ask for sick days, like you, and that's it. Like, that's the easiest one, the easiest kill for you. If you want to like fight the power and like try to change the culture of the company, you're gonna have to try to find. Don't go at it alone. Try to find some support on. I mean, it also depends. Like, your boss is your direct boss, or is he like the owner of the company? That's gonna change. That's gonna make it different. But if it's like a random manager guy, you can get together with your team, bring it over to HR first. Don't bring it over. Don't bring it up with. Bring it over. Bring it up to HR first that you're feeling, and you have to. This is another situation where you, if you're going to complain about your boss, that you're going to take the offensive, right? I'm not telling you to do this. I'm telling you, like, if it comes to that, right? Like, you have your own personal individual shot to take, which is just get sick. If you really need to push a deadline back, right? Like, if you know, just get sick for, don't get sick for one day, get sick like on a Wednesday, come back next Monday, or even next Tuesday, something like that. Okay. If you don't get paid, whatever, man. Like, your job stacking, not getting paid for a couple of days in one of the jobs doesn't matter. It's better for your health and for your sanity than getting paid for than losing the pay for those couple of days, right? So you have your individual shot that you can take immediately whenever you want, right? As long as you're not doing it all the time, right? Like, if you're just like getting sick every 2 weeks, that's not going to work. But if it's a particularly egregious deadline and the amount of work, you're not going to make it. Just get sick, okay? So the other, or conversely, you could get sick in the other job and focus 100% on the job that's giving you trouble, and try to make it through, right? Like, maybe that's another situation, or like you're not meeting the deadlines because of the two jobs, or however many jobs you have. You can do that. Like, you take time off the job where where things are okay, just so you don't have the pressure of having to perform for that job. You can focus on the other. If not, time off, sick. You can combine PTO with sick leave, both things, and a weekend, so that it feels like it extends even further. Okay. Don't do it on a Wednesday or on a month. I'm sorry, don't do it on a Friday or a Monday, because it looks suspicious. It has to be like a random day, like again, like a Wednesday, and then you come back not on Monday, you come back on Tuesday, something like that. Like, who come, or if you can come back on a Thursday, that's great. Like nobody thinks like it looks very natural. Let's say, like, to come back on a Thursday. And then it's not as much pressure, because then the next day is Friday, and then you have the weekend. So it's not as tough. Like, it's not as hard coming back. But anyway, if you're gonna go like the fight the power route, you don't do it alone, and you don't do it directly with the boss. You get some sort of like collective support, or even if you don't get it right, or it's risky to bring it up with others for whatever reason, right? Like, I don't know what kind of relation you have with your colleagues. But you bring it to the attention of HR. You say, and the thing is that you have to phrase it in a way that it's not you complaining, is that it's impacting the productivity of the team, right? Like, you make it about them. You don't make it about like, I'm uncomfortable and I don't like it, I'm gonna cry because my boss is mean. You don't make it about that. You make it as like, we have this situation where this amount of pressure and like being like a stubbornness from the boss really impacts productivity. You don't even want to say like it creates a hostile work environment or anything of the sort. You want to say like that only works if you're like a woman or something. Like, for a man, it's not a good look. So you want to say like it's impacting the team and the productivity. And I'm just I'm just concerned. Like, I don't think it's reasonable to be this stubborn about the situation and being so uncompromising with your own team, right? Like, it's especially when there doesn't seem to be a business need for being especially like, or maybe we need more people, something like. You make it about the business is what I'm trying to say, and you make it like you have solutions. You're not just complaining, right? Like, maybe we need to bring some more engineers or some more whatevers. Because if we're so tight on the deadlines where there's no slack at all and it's just constant pressure, this is just going to impact, eventually it's going to impact the productivity of everybody, and we're all going to pay for it. That's how you phrase it. That's how you take the offensive, and you do it with HR so that they talk to him. Okay? Because if you talk to him first, he's gonna rat you out first. Like you want to take the offensive with the people that are above him that can actually pressure him, right? Like you can't pressure him yourself. You have no power. He doesn't care about your opinion. I mean, I'm just taking the worst case scenario. I don't know. Maybe your boss is a really nice guy, and I don't know. Then worst case scenario, your boss doesn't care about you, feels no pressure from you, but he does feel pressure from HR and from his boss. Okay. If your boss is the owner of the company, good luck. This is nothing you can do. Then you can try to make an individual appeal to him. Get him drunk and make him be his friend, and then he'll listen to you.